Yes, I am aware of it. That is not new to me. I wasn't the first to say it, I thought. I suppose that people interpret my statements differently since they believe me so much. It's not like at that time it's no longer rap. Music. It's odd that you would put it that way, but I am aware that you mentioned Jay-Z's record, which you are aware of, and I admire the plan behind it all. However, it's fortunate that I don't have a record with that on it since I would be warm. Do you understand what I mean? I'm hot, and once more historically, I have never dealt with anything that mentions me. Let's head over there. So chilly. I see it in his eye. The boy soul demon claimed that you can't touch this and that most people only remember MC Hammer for his dancing and parachute trousers. In the early 1990s, he was everywhere. However, many individuals are unaware of the extent of the industry's animosity toward Hammer and how it had an impact on his entire family, not just him. Akiba Burrell Hammer, one of Hammer's children, is now coming out about what actually happened and criticizing the music industry and several well-known hip-hop figures for trying to erase Hammer's legacy and pushing him out. Naturally, Jay-Z's name appears frequently throughout this narrative. He made fun of Hammer for going bankrupt in a phrase from a song back in 2010. It struck a nerve even though it appeared to be a brief jab. Additionally, the industry had previously attempted to turn Hammer into a joke. The problem is that Hammer was more than just a wealthy rapper. He was among the first people to popularize hip-hop. He was touring the world, getting big endorsement deals, helping his community, and creating a company that helped a lot of people. However, that was no longer respected after a while. There is also a larger tale here about how the industry determines who is pushed out and who is kept relevant. And now, from their family's point of view, Hammer's daughter is revealing what that looked like on the inside. Let's dissect it. I'll take care of it anyway if you're referring to the way I eat. Let's now discuss the point at when Jay and Hammer's disagreement truly erupted. Jay-Z contributed a verse to Kanye's song So Appalled in 2010, and there was one statement that struck a distinct chord, even though most people were preoccupied with his typical cockiness and boasting. Jay replied, "Hammer went broke, so you know I'm more focused. I can't be harmed by 30 million, unlike Hammer." Jay was making fun of Hammer for losing his riches, alluding to Hammer's previous financial difficulties. In 1996, Hammer declared bankruptcy, citing debts totaling more than $13 million. Jay is basically showing that, unlike Hammer, he is wealthy and business savvy enough to recover even if he loses 30 million. Now, the persistent media narrative claimed that Hammer wasted $30 million due to carelessness and excessive expenditure. However, Hammer then clarified that he was attempting to assist his community and create jobs, which is why he had to declare bankruptcy. Everyone was aware that I employed 200 people. There was no secret. What do you suppose I was giving them? In hamburgers? That payroll was being paid by someone. That's what I was doing. To summarize, MC Hammer simply snatched his money when he realized that I was hiring 200 members of my community. It revealed more information about you than about me. We were going to die. It's the real deal. It isn't phony. Check out the rate that was in effect at the time in my city. My neighbors and classmates were among those who were dying. I would genuinely call home when I had the Hammer thing. I would be traveling. I make a house call. "Hey, what's John doing?" I asked. "What do you mean by John's actions?" "John has passed away." "What do you mean John is dead?" I asked. 2 weeks ago, I spoke with him. "Yes, John is dead," he said. Additionally, John lived 2 homes up from Sam. Then let me talk to Sam. "Sam, hello." "Guy, remove this guy." "Why?" "Why don't you join me out here on the road, man?" I asked. "Every year I can offer you $30,000. I am unable to offer you the money you are making on the block. However, I can't let you continue your current behavior, dude. You and the very cats we grew up with, that is. Well, 10 became 20. And this is the MC Hammer narrative that was never discussed. He is among the few entertainers that genuinely give back to their community, not simply when it enhances their reputation. You should also be aware that Hammer does not remain silent when his legacy is disrespected. Thus, a few days after Jay-Z said that on So Appalled, Hammer was criticizing Jay and claiming that he went too far. And the joke wasn't the only thing that made him angry. He perceived it as a component of a larger pattern. For example, Why is it so simple for the industry to make fun of his financial rules, while ignoring the ways he sought to assist his people and change the game? You are all aware of what this is and how I feel. I want you to be right here with me now that your stuff is over and you're going to come out here. I'm not trying to hide. Hammer took it a step further, though. He released the entire diss tune, Better Run Run. Additionally, he depicted Jay-Z as having a devilish agenda in the video. Literally. It's visible in his eye. The soul of the boy. I'm going to give you the world, replied the devil. I accept it. Give me a girl too. Can you offer me a sign, Mr. Devil? Get up, he said. To improve, let's also discuss the lyrics. Hammer raps. It was visible to me, in his gaze. The boy's soul was sold. I'm going to give you the world, replied the devil. I'll accept it. Give me a girl too. Can you offer me a sign, Mr. Devil? Throw the rock up, he urged. I have one of those. Hammer is suggesting that Jay-Z's well-known diamond-shaped rock sign is essentially a variation of the triangle pyramid symbol or the Masonic hand sign. Additionally, there is the video's visual symbolism. Someone in a demon is pursuing a Jay-Z impersonator as they race through a woodland. It reminds me of Bohemian Grove or the Illuminati. What's even more significant than this video, though? The reason for this is that Jay-Z didn't reply. Essentially sums it up. Now, Jay's supporters dismissed it with a laugh, claiming that Hammer's disc was so cheesy that Jay was too ashamed to reply at all. Even if that is the case, Hammer is different from Jay because he is real. Jay-Z avoids men in public and hides behind the microphone. Conversely, Hammer, well, let's just say that the biggest gangsters aren't have to be rappers, regarding their gangster status. You see, many people, particularly younger admirers, miss this. They believe Hammer was weak based on the dancing, the ostentatious attire, and the 2 films of people quitting. It couldn't be further from the reality, though. When Hammer was at his best, he was actually one of the most feared and respected men in the game. Not because of the way he raped, but rather because of his movements and relationships. Man, Hammer was a large dog. In the streets, he was respected. He was from a well-respected crew. They took care of business. He didn't spend any money, nor did his brother Lewis or the crew. Hammer had the opportunity to toast a few folks to him. I am aware of Hammer was connected to, and he wouldn't be required to pay. We're from Oakland. You're talking about hammers, Run up on it, though. Your ass was hammered. You beat your mother's ass, I'll wager. Approach Hammer. That damned MC Hammer takes his beef very seriously. Oh, will you mention my dancing? Pants? I recognize you. He will also whoop out. Additionally, following Redman's interview, I'll never treat Hammer disrespectfully. Hammer had a strong connection to the streets, particularly in Oakland. Hammer had already spent time with real hitters prior to his notoriety. In real life, as much as in music videos, he ran with real gangsters, and he didn't abandon that when he blew up. His folks accompanied him. He paid them. Bodyguards weren't the only members of his security detail. People were the ones who grew up with him, individuals with established reputations. I had never seen anything like his entourage in my life. As if there were actually 100 people. Probably more than 100 people. In reality, he was that way with everyone. Dancers, gangsters, girls, and guys, everyone. I went straight after Hammer because they claimed he was that real, and he was. He was loaded. Since everyone who knew the real Hammer understood he wasn't someone to play with, Jay-Z's attack against Hammer was indeed directed at Bo. Although he appeared to be a pop star, behind in private, he had greater street cred than half of the rappers who made that claim at the time. People already knew what time it was, so this person didn't need to bark on records. The problem with Jay-Z, though, is this. When it comes to beats, he is far more cunning than Hammer. He also has a tendency to throw a stone and then cover his hand. Furthermore, Hammer's daughter Akiba claims that the industry's treatment of her father was not just unjust, but also personal. Furthermore, it did more than harm his career. Their whole family was affected. Growing up, Akiba described how terrible it was to see her father, the man who gave everything to the culture, constantly ridiculed by the media. The Jay-Z line hurt too, for Hammer's children as much as for himself. Akiba claimed that witnessing her father depicted as just when the younger generation was beginning to realize what he truly contributed to the culture. He repeated the joke. Furthermore, Hammer wasn't being disparaged by a random rapper. One of hip-hop's most influential voices, Jay-Z, was attempting to obliterate Hammer's reputation. And here's something else that nobody discusses. Hammer was concentrating on raising his children, maintaining his marriage, and creating a strong foundation while Jay-Z was out here taking shots. Whatever you think of Hammer, he has been with the same woman since before he became well-known. He brought up his kids away from the spotlight and maintained his tight in the house. It has been 38 years since this couple were married. Stanley. K. Burrell, better known by his stage name MC Hammer, is a 61-year-old American rapper and dancer. Stephanie Fuller was the woman he married in 1985. Together, the couple has 5 kids. Initially, they met at a church revival gathering, NRE, still together and content now. As for Jay-Z, well, we've all heard that tale. There have been allegations of infidelity, cheating scandals, reports of several children from a previous relationship, his affiliations with Diddy and R. Kelly, and Jay's history of saying to young ladies such as Foxy Brown and Aaliyah. Thus, from the outside, one man is ridiculed for losing his job while continuing to support his family and give back to his community. While cheating on his wife, the other one is hailed as a black role model and a billionaire, and joining forces with those that take advantage of his neighborhood. Additionally, Hammer's daughter believes that the industry has it backwards. One fan said, "Hammer is such a proper inspiration for a child, not like we know who. A guy of honor, one in whom America may take pride, not in need incarceration until their safety with women and children is established. God bless you." Another person commented, "It's messed up that they're even attempting to blame Ishan Hammer for his financial difficulties, as the only reason he was broke was because he provided jobs to hundreds of people who didn't need them. He provided for everyone in the neighborhood. Occupations. He provided a job for everyone. If he hadn't spent so much money on his people, he would be extremely wealthy now. For doing so, they ought to have respected him greatly. Love to Hammer." Okay, let me hear your opinions on the MC Hammer versus Jay-Z feud. Was that Hammer disc merely rap, in your opinion? Or did Jay-Z go too far? Why, in your opinion, did Hammer never receive flowers from the industry? Go. Your remarks here, and I'll take note of you in the upcoming video.